Howdy, 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 folks. It's your boy Skinny Penis. Oh, fuck, wrong intro. I'm in Heffatanks. It's your boy Heffatanks here, hitting you guys with another video. And right now you might be thinking, why am I watching another Sheridan gameplay? I've already seen one on your channel, and if you haven't, you can see that video up above. 12k damage, not a big deal. It's a Sheridan, it's great. Alright, go watch it. Alright, no. So, this is a little bit different. So, a lot of you guys probably didn't realize this, but Wargaming broke the Sheridan. By accident, of course. Not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago, when Wargaming, just before Wargaming was doing all the updates to the new tanks and all the buffs and stuff. So you guys might be asking, well, how did they break it? So, for the eagle-eyed viewer, if you look in the bottom right corner at my mini-map, that is my detection circle. Now, for anyone who hasn't played the Sheridan, this is not a normal detection circle for this tank. It should be a lot bigger. So what they did is what I can only think of. I didn't do any research into it, but what I can think is that they got the Sheridan on Cold War's camo confused up with the Sheridan on World War II's camo. So they gave the Sheridan on World War II pretty much the broken camo that Cold War light tanks have. So right now, I think that this tank, during this whole broken state, was running a 176 detection circle, which is insane for World War II. I don't think there is a single tank in the game, don't quote me on it, there might be, but that has a detection circle while moving of 176. Actually, quote me on it. I don't even think that you guys will be able to find like any tank in the game that has a detection circle while moving that's 176. That's insane. You were able to do some of the dumbest shit in this tank while this thing was broken. And it was broken for a couple days. I didn't post anything about it anywhere because, honestly, I was having so much fun abusing this. And I was abusing this. I already had this thing 3 marked, so I figured that I would try to get it as close to a 4 mark as possible before the update pops up, and I can be able to get that 4 mark easier. But, that's besides the story. You'll see just the things I'm able to get away with. If you were in a regular Sheridan right now, I would be spotted. I would not be able... Look at how close I am to this light tank. And what I figured out is that as long as I keep any tank, and I mean any tank, light tank or anything, and right outside that line, and some can even get a little bit inside of the detection circle, I will not get spotted. So I can literally just free roam around the entire map. It made killing arties so easy and so fun because all you needed was a little teeny gap in the defense's line, and you can just slide right through, take out the arty, and slide right back out before anyone even knew you were there. It was fantastic. And it also allowed me to get very advantageous positioning into my light tank, and it also allowed me to carry games incredibly because I was able to control the complete and utter movement of my tank and where I was to other tanks. I would outspot them by a country mile. They were always very confused on where my tank was in comparison to where they were. And it just made this so much fun, you guys. I know it sounds sort of messed up, but I mean, hey, don't hate the player, hate the game, because Wargaming is the one who broke this in the beginning, so I'm just abusing it. And then there were a couple people around when I was playing this tank and randoms that I saw that they were using the same thing. So some of you may be asking, well, how were you able to get this tank camo like this? And all you needed to do was throw an equipment camo net on this thing, and that's it. You can have no other perks on the tank, and you would be able to have this thing, this camo right here. And you'll see towards the end of the game how this camo can really just turn the outcome of the game. Because as of now, if you look, we are getting our asses handed to us. I haven't done much in this game. I've literally just been keeping the enemy tank spotted. So at this point, I really thought we were going to get our asses whooped. So I was trying to get some side shots and also just put some cap pressure on. Now, you're going to see something right here. And if you're ever in a heavy tank or any other tank and you see a light tank in front of you, you need to not get behind them and get spotted. Because if you get spotted like that, I wasn't spotted right there. But this tier 8 was hiding behind me and was spotted. So they were aiming at him and their bullet hit me. Never ever do that. And just to show that, like, this guy was just brainless. Like, he pokes up in the same exact spot he took a hit in 5 seconds ago. So I didn't expect him to realize what he was doing there. I was a little grumpy about that, I'm not gonna lie, but I felt a lot better when he died. That might sound a little mean, but hey, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So again, we are just absolutely getting shredded right now. So the only thing I can do is just keep on spotting, and look at how close I am to all of these enemy tanks, and I'm just invisible. If I was in the regular tank, I'd be spotted right now and I would be shredded. I would not be able to do what I'm doing right now. I can't push that enough. Like, the stuff I did in this game may seem like, oh, whatever, but if you've played a regular Sheridan, the things I'm doing right now are impossible. I could not do it. So I'm literally just gonna sit over on this side. I have all of my tank destroyers that are camped up right here, and I'm just gonna keep this side spotted. And none of these guys, none of the enemies, want to push this area. Now look at right here. Look at how close I come to one of these enemies right here. Boom. One right there and another one right there that I spot, and I'm just not spotted. I have a lot of tree cover right here, and I immediately back out. I want to get them out of my circle so that if I do get spotted, I'm probably gonna get shredded. So now that they're safely out of my circle, I don't want to leave this area. I'm the only thing spotting for all of my TDs right now, and I need to stay here and keep them spotted if we want any hope on winning this game. So at this point in time, I'm trying to get my gun into the game, but one thing you need to keep in mind is that even though your camo is broken, if you shoot, your detection circle will pretty much go out to where it usually is, which is going to be all the way out where, well, way further out there. It won't stay small like this. So if you shoot, you will get spotted. So you'll see right here. Oh, never mind, I don't take a shot. Okay, oh, nope, I don't take a shot right here. I'm about to take a shot. But you'll see right now, I'm spotted right there. I take the shot on him. And then on this guy too, I'm instantly unspotted at 200 meters. I'm not spotted to this guy. Like, boom, taken out of the game. That is what you can do with this tank. Well, not anymore, because spoiler alert, after the tank buffs came out of the game, they fixed it. I had a feeling too. So this tank is back to its old regular self. Actually, it got a buff. It did get a buff with the tank buffs that came out into the game, but at the end of the day, the Sheridan is a fantastic tank. Its gun is my favorite gun on a light tank. It hits hard, it has a good reload, good accuracy. It just has a lot of good things going for it. The only things that it really suffers in is probably its camo and how big it is. It's a big boy tank, and you are very easily hit, and its shell velocity is the slowest, I think, of all the light tanks. Maybe not as slow as the Manticore, but all the other light tanks have way faster shell velocity, and so when you're going into a 1v1 with another light tank, you feel that shell velocity. And most of the other tanks, like the T-100 and the Ram Panzer, can just auto-aim on you and go in a circle. You have to give lead. You can't do an auto-aim. So we are still losing this game, even though I have been picking off one by one little guys here and there, and my teammates have been putting in fantastic covering fire. And these guys are still stuck here on this hill. They see that they're spotted, and they know that there's 3 tank destroyers sitting out here ready to knock their HP back to the garage. So they are not pushing from this little corner right here. And this light tank was probably the only thing I was worried about. But then again, look at where I am to him. I should be spotted, but I'm not. It is absolutely insane. It was probably so frustrating for the enemy teams to go against me and to go against other people who are using this, because it is just that broken. You can outspot any other light tank in the game. Even if they were in a bush, you would still outspot them. And if you were in a bush, no chance. They wouldn't spot you until proxy. You know? So we have one bat chat behind us on the other side of the map. And I don't really want to leave, because like I said, if I leave and my TDs die, there goes all of my vision. Like, I'm done. I don't think I'll be able to take these guys without my TDs right now. So someone did hit that bat chat. So I am going to just finish him off right here. I spot him again right there. Boom, nice shot into him. As I'm moving along right here, I don't get spotted, but I spot the tank destroyer. Like I said again, I would have been spotted if this was regular Sheridan. And right now, I don't want to fire at this guy just regularly. I want to double bush like this and then fire my gun. You'll see another example of me double bushing right now because, again, I don't want to fire regularly or else I'm going to get spotted and then I might die. And I'm not going to risk it this late in the game right now. So I'm double bushed. See how I can't see the enemy? It's very opaque through the bushes. It's a solid color bush. That means that you're good to fire through it and you won't get spotted. I am going to be making a video on double bushing very soon and putting it on my Tanker Academy playlist because double bushing is such a big thing that will really make you a better player and really just, it is such a good thing to use. Once you get used to it, you're going to see yourself putting yourself into better positions, getting more damage, staying unspotted longer, losing less HP. Double bushing is just a huge thing that you guys should know. And so I will be going in about that in a later video. So again, right there, as I'm crossing over, I spot both of those guys right there, and I don't get spotted in return. That is a Vanguard. That is a tier 8 light tank, granted, and I was probably only 200 or less meters from them right there, and I still didn't get spotted. So, right now is a very important shot. This Vanguard, if kept alive and unchecked, would have been an absolute monster to deal with on the battlefield. And he was going straight for my TD right there. I need that TD alive. So I did one clutch shot into him when he was jumping over the sand dune, took him out of the game, and now there's only one guy left. And look, at 258 meters, I'm a fire, and I know I'm going to get spotted, and I'm instantly going to back away. Now I'm just going to wait until I go unspotted, and I'm going to rinse and repeat, because that is just what you can do in this broken Sheridan right now. See, pop up right here, not spotted, boom. Finish the game off. 6 kills, clutch ending. We were losing so hard, but we ended up pulling the game off. I know it wasn't a crazy game, but it was a very good example of how broken this tank was at the time and what you can do to carry your games and save the games with this camo. Again, I would not have been able to win this game if it wasn't for this 176 detection circle. And you'll see right now when we get back to the garage, my equipment is just my regular 2 things, but I think it's vert stabs and loader. And then I usually have, I think, view range. But instead, I had to throw the camo net on so I can get this broken camo, which you will see in the background in just 1 minute. But you guys, thank you so much for showing up to this video. And we'll react that like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Drop a comment, you guys. The usual. And again, you guys, stay tuned for more epic content. Bye-bye.